Hello, guys, and welcome back to Women's Changing Rooms. I'm Ginette.
And I am Donessa. Welcome to the Women's Changing Room, where all is stripped bare. We transverse the globe to uplift and empower all our women.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And
Mhm.
today we are talking about dating and relationship part two.
Yep.
Part two, guys. It was so juicy. The last one, we thought we could just leave it there. We have
Mhm.
to do a part two.
Yep.
So, are you ready, Donessa?
I am ready.
Right. So the first point we've got is when or how do you know the guy that you're dating or the person, let's not just say guy, the person that you're dating is the one?
I
What is
don't.
what is that thing that you get that you know he is the one? At what stage do you know
Just
they're
say
the
it's
one?
when you're getting the feeling, whatever that feeling is. I don't know.
It's
Have I ever had
crazy.
the one? No, I don't think I've ever had the one, but I've been in
Mm.
relationships. But how would you know that you have the one? I don't know. It's a feeling that you get when you're getting that feeling.
Yeah, I believe like you wouldn't know whether they're the one. Like, I don't know, because I just feel like it happens over time. Like you'll date someone and you're like, oh God, maybe he is the one. Like
Hmm.
you get that feeling. And then you get into the relationship and then you still may not know whether he's the lifelong partner. Maybe until like how many years down the
Hmm.
line, I suppose. So yeah, I just feel like it's you get the feeling. You may not get like, oh yeah, that's the one. Even though like literally you
Yeah.
may feel or think, oh my God, okay, this might be the one, but you never know, I suppose.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm thinking it's not like that infatuation feeling phase that you usually get. I feel like
Yeah,
it's deep. Like you can actually it's there in your thoughts, it's there in that gut feeling. It's
yeah.
not like when you're like giggly giggly, oh my gosh, I really like this one. No,
Mm,
as I said, I haven't gotten that, but I think that is how it is going to be.
mm,
When you get that person or when you find that person, huh?
yeah. Because you do, like you feel like sometimes like, I felt like, oh, that's the one. And then you
Yeah.
find out it's not the one. It's far from the one.
Exactly.
You know? So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I suppose it's just happens. I would say it just happens
Mhm.
over time that you realize that the person he's the one
Yeah.
for you. Like, you know?
Yeah, it could be over time, or like if you listen to grandparents speak or do different things, they would always say, I knew he was the one.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Straight out the bat, like just starting to talk to him, I knew he was the one. I knew
yeah,
he was my lifelong partner. And it's like, you knew that, Granny? You knew that,
yeah.
Grandma? Like,
But you know, back
oh,
then
nice.
things were so different. Back then, like the men of like that age, the
Mhm.
relationship at that age was so different compared to like now.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's crazy.
Yeah. We have all this influence on us, and there is always the next
Yeah,
thing, or trying to be like that, or so it's like we
possibly.
have a lot of influence on our relationships now. So
Yeah, yeah. So true.
yep.
So
So
true,
it's the
girl.
feeling that you get when you get that feeling, whatever that feeling is, in the gut and not
Yeah,
just the surface.
yeah,
Okay, so be careful out there, guys. Infatuation is not the feeling.
exactly. It's true.
Oh gosh. So how long should you wait to become exclusive with your partner, somebody that you're dating?
How long? I
Mm.
feel it all depends. on the individuals in the relationship. Like, whenever you feel it's right to come out and let everyone know you two are together, you're an item or whatever, it's up to you. Like, no one's saying that. Like, I don't think there's any like, right, oh, it should be like 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line. It's when it feels right to you guys.
Yeah.
When you know you're both serious about each other, then make it official. And the thing is, as well, you could become official and no one knows. So that's a different thing. So you could become official, and whether it's 2 months down the line, you know, that don't mean you have to like broadcast your relationship with everyone.
Exactly.
So I just feel like it's how when you both feel is the right time.
It's the right time.
Yeah.
And then again, we are so influenced by different things, so we feel like we should put up a post on social, or you know, say on Facebook, Donessa is with this person, you know, make it official. It's so much influence on it that we feel pressure that we should do that. However, another thing to think about is where you are in the world. So maybe in Grenada, the dating, yes, we have people dating, but we are so quick in terms of saying, that's my man, that's my girlfriend, that's my boyfriend, you know, that we get wrapped up into that. So we can be speaking to somebody for 2 weeks, but damn near the end is like, that's my boyfriend. And it's ridiculous and it's crazy.
It's so funny when I hear that. I'm like, oh my God.
So it all depends on where you are in the world and your culture and everything.
And it's so funny because, like, I always thought, like, oh, you know, when guys, they like, oh, that, well, Grenadian guys, when they say, oh, I love you, and I'm like, oh, we've only been talking a week. What do you mean?
What do you mean? You don't even know my dirty laundry. You don't even know my bad days. What are you talking about?
But I always thought like they do it because like they want to charm, especially like women from overseas as well. I just thought, but it's not. That's just that. As you're saying that, it's just them. That's just them. They do it to all women.
Yeah.
So it's quite funny. You know?
It's quite ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. Like, you know me for a few days and you love me. Like, really, stop throwing these terms out like that. Like, what is wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
Like, oh, bless them.
Yeah, bless them. That's what they need, some blessing. But yeah, so it's all depends on your culture and everything. So we, like, we said in multiple podcasts, is once they see you with that girl or that boy, that's your girlfriend, that's your boyfriend, that's your man, or whatever. Nobody can talk to anybody. So the dating thing, while some people do it, it's not like something that we do here. But I would say 3 months, because I'm Grenadian. And I know, I would say like 3 months to 6 months, you know. Some people may even say a year. I feel like a year for if you're like serious. But like 3 months to 6 months, I would say is the window to get to know people. But Grenada, like 3 months, I would say. Get to know somebody.
I think 3 months is reasonable, like in terms of getting to know someone within 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, and decide, okay, is that the person for you? Because even if you say you're in a relationship with that person, even if you claim the title, the official meaning that you stop flirt or you stop get to know other people and you're solely with that person. However, sometimes that doesn't even happen, because sometimes you're officially with that person, but you're still talking to Suzanne or Andre, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right.
So yeah,
it's true. It's crazy. Oh God. So should we just, as you said, talking to Susan and Andre, I'm gonna skip to how to deal with a partner that has cheated.
Mm, I don't. Don't. Don't deal with it. I would not deal with it. You're growing. I'm done. Like if you felt the urge to disrespect me like that, then why would I stay in a relationship with someone who is willing to disrespect me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm at a stage right now. I'm at a stage in my life. I don't want no worries, I no fight. Like I'm at the stage, big up to Boise. But I'm at a stage where it's like, no, it's
Mm,
no. If you want to disrespect me, and if you feel like what you have is not enough, and you have to go out there to get it,
mm.
whether you claim it on hormones or whether you claim it on whatever, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can't deal with the cheating business. That I can't deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose no one will be able to deal with, but some women they forgive a
Yeah.
man that cheats and stuff. And I mean, it's up to you if you feel like you want to forgive him and to try and work things out. You know, it's all
Yeah.
good, well and good. But I think that's the worst thing that you could do in a relationship is cheat.
Yeah. Cheat. Why would you want to do that? Like then that
Well,
to me in my head is like, okay, you cheat, that means you want out.
yeah,
You want out. And then some people will say, well, what is cheating? Cheating is having sexual intercourse, kissing, I would say flirting, because if you have
yeah,
the zeal, you have me there to talk to and to flirt and do your kinky stuff, but you're going
mm,
to somebody and flirting and like, oh, I love you in that jeans, I can see a thing, whatever. And
yeah,
it's like, what's the point?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. It's true.
I'm not for the cheating.
No.
I've
But
never cheated. I have been cheated on in the
mm,
past, and it is a shitty feeling because you get to question yourself, was it me?
yeah,
What was the
yeah,
problem? And who wants to be in that situation? So it's
yeah.
like, no, no,
No, no, no, no.
it's a no for me.
Always goes for cheating is a no-no.
No, no.
No, no. And then the thing is as well, like, especially with like men, when the women cheats on them, like you hear like stories about men getting horny and they're like they say it's worse than whatever. But then they're so quick to like go to women and expect the women, their woman,
Mhm,
to accept them cheating.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
crazy.
Yep,
It's absolutely crazy.
exactly. They're always exactly. And then listen to me, they want to do it, right? But guess what? When they get it, it's like the world is
Yeah,
ending. They cannot take it. You're
yeah,
the worst person ever. And even if they did it in a relationship, but you're
yeah,
the
yeah,
worst
yeah,
person ever. You're a thought, you're a this, you're a
yeah,
that. Get out of here. But you want, when you do it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah,
We
yeah.
love
There
you.
was,
It was a mistake, isn't it?
yeah, yes, it's true. Oh my God, it's so true.
They need to get out of here. That's what they need to do. Get out.
Seriously,
But they do
seriously.
have some good ones, who don't do that, but they still get cheated on. But
I know.
but yeah, it's
Gosh,
ridiculous.
man,
The cheating.
it's crazy.
I don't like it at all. The next, what do we have next? Do we have anything else on cheating that we can talk about?
Nah.
Oh, something that is similar to that is how soon is too soon to start dating after coming out from a relationship?
Oh, whenever you feel to. I don't think there's any, seriously, like, whenever it feels right for you, to be honest, because if you've come out of a relationship, if a man's cheated on you and you've left a man and then you feel like you want to date, go and date. Why are you dwelling?
Mhm.
Why must you sit at home and be like, oh, no, go and do whatever. Go and get yourself back up and out there. Like, I don't think there's any time you could say, oh no, that's too soon. You just come out with nah. Just go and dating. I mean, there's all different though. There's dating and then there's going straight into a relationship. That is something different. That is something different. Like, you can't just, I don't feel like you could just jump. Well, you can, but I don't think it's right just to jump straight, bam, 1 month down the line, you're with this person. Nah. But going on dates and whatever, and you can do.
Yeah.
Because that's your therapy. It could be a woman's therapy of getting over the man that they were in a relationship with. It could be a coping mechanism.
Yeah, that's true. If you're, and that's the thing, Ginette. So like, I'm listening to you and how you are in how maybe things are in the UK, but then I'm thinking about Grenada because that's what I know. Although I know other places, but this is where I was born and grown. And it's like, some people, as you have been saying countless times, people here hardly date. Once you're talking or whatever, the first thing a girl look for, a guy look for, are you my boyfriend? I don't want to waste any time. You know, we're in a relationship. Different. So it's like, to us, it's like, if that person, you and, say for example, me and Andre was in a relationship and we broke up, and then right after, maybe not even a week or maybe not even a month, I see Andre with another girl. He's in a relationship with another girl. Well, he's with another girl. So ingredients, and as he's with that girl, most of the times that is what it is. So he's with that girl. To me, in my head, I'll be like, well, he didn't love me. He was waiting to get out of that relationship from me. Or he had that girl there already entertaining for him to move on so quickly.
That's true. Sorry, I'm glad you said that, because it kind of because my thought was like, I was just thinking one way with this. So I was thinking like, if a guy cheated and you've come out of that relationship, in terms of your coping mechanism in dating or seeing someone else, or, you know, that's different. But I mean, if you two just kind of thought like, this is not right for us, let's just go our separate ways, then give it time. I believe like what you just said, give it time, because then you would most definitely feel, well, no, he didn't love me. Look how quick he got over me and stuff. And vice versa, the guy would feel the same way. So maybe give it time, because you never even know, like, you two can even get back into that relationship. You know, you may need just a space and whatever. So in that sense, I would say, no, don't rush into going and seeing anyone else or whatever. But in terms of whether you did wrong or the dirty was done on you, then I would say, then if that's a coping mechanism that you could, like, for you to try and get over the person, then maybe. But I'm thinking of the English way in terms of like dating. When I say dating, I mean going out for dinner, going for drinks, going to cinema, you know, and that's it. Not just going straight into bam, we're in a relationship, we're together. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's what I like, because we have this different worlds, you know, that we live in. So it's good to, you know, put it out there, because probably somebody's from another part of the world and they do something different. So we would love to hear from you guys on how things are.
And as well, the fact that we're in different sides of the world, and plus as well, we have like different people from the Caribbean come to the UK having relationships and stuff, and not understanding how the other person, because of their different ways of thinking, you know. So it's good. It's good that we're having this discussion.
It is. But how soon is too soon? As Ginette said, it depends on where you're from. It depends on what the situation was. But it's okay to go out and date and get to know people. But I would say not to rush into things. Try to, especially if you came out from a long-term relationship, it could be both ways. But I would say try to work on yourself rather than focusing on going into another relationship. You can
Yeah.
date, you can entertain yourself, you know, and probably while you're doing that, you may find the person that you want to be in a relationship with. However, just try to work on yourself in that space instead of trying to jump into another relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Okay, so having children and planning a family, how soon is too soon?
Mm.
Having children.
I mean, I am somebody that is like not bringing children into the world or bringing children into situation that you and your significant other is not ready for.
Mm,
So it's like, I mean, so well, things can happen and then you can get pregnant and you can do different things.
mhm.
However, don't plan to have a child just to separate or break up. If
Yeah.
you know this is not going to work, then why
Mhm.
bring another one in? Obviously, things can happen and you never
Yeah.
know, right? But if you know things are toxic or things are not going well, don't
Mm,
try to mend things and then bring a child in the world just
yeah.
to have that child go through, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
separation. But if you know it genuinely happened that you guys were in it, you plan your child, you're in it, and then after a while in it something happened or whatever the case may be, and then you have to separate, then yeah,
Yeah.
fine. But I'm just not a person to bring in children into situation where you know it's already toxic. It's a no-no for me.
Yes, most definitely. Because you know what? A child will never mend a toxic relationship. Never. And a child will never keep a man to stay around. So there's no point in just trying to think, oh yeah, if we have a
Mhm.
kid, then we're gonna have a family and I've got to keep him. No, you won't.
No.
You won't. You're just making things a lot worse for yourself and the child.
Yep.
But in terms of like, there is never a right time again, I would say. I mean, yeah, you can plan to have kids and da 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 da. You can even plan it. He could say, yeah, he wants children. And then when the child comes, totally different.
Very much.
It's a different human being. He's not responsive. He's not dealing with the children, you know. So I would say for a woman, knowing yourself, are you ready to
Mhm.
take on that responsibility of bringing up a child? You know, from when you know that you could bring up your child and care for this child and whatever, then yeah, maybe you could start thinking. But if you're like, know that you're not able to do that or at the point of doing that in your life, then there's no point in having a child, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say like, yes, you could speak to if you want to plan it with your partner, you can do, but make sure you know as a woman what's right for you because 100 like most of the times, even if you're with the partner, you will have most of the responsibility of dealing with the children. It's just whether the partner's there or not. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, true. I believe. So that's me talking about the Grenadian perspective. But if you're in a
Mm,
Western world and you're Western influence and all of that, I would say because you date and you
mm,
get to know that person and then you start to
mhm,
court that person, I would
mhm.
say soonest maybe a year you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
start planning and trying to execute that plan
yeah.
because there is that dating and getting to know each other.
That's
And
right.
as we said, both said, yes, you plan, but things can change.
Mhm.
However, I think a year is okay for you to say, okay, it's time to start a
Yeah,
family
I
and all
believe
of that.
so. I
Yeah,
believe it is reasonable.
yeah. So I think we had two things on cheating. We have would you forgive a partner that cheats?
Um,
And I think we said no way, no bueno. But it has
yeah.
one, how to deal with a partner that has cheated. So if we do decide to, stay or leave, but how do we deal with that partner that cheated? Okay.
It's a hard one because you know what? If you decide you want to stay with him, and forgive him? Are you going to forgive him? You know, because then there's no point in saying like, oh, I forgive you, I'm going to stay with you, I'm going to stay with you, but every chance you get, you're throwing, oh, but you cheated, but you cheated, but you cheated on me, you cheated on me. Da, da, da. It's not going to work. So you might as well just have left him.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're going to keep bringing that up, it's going to be a strain on your relationship. So if you know you're going to forgive this guy and take him back and try and like forgive. No one said you would forget. You would never forget that a person has cheated on you, but try and forgive them and just move on with it, really.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense you're staying and then you're dwelling on it, you know?
Yeah.
So just leave. Just leave. So like when I was a teenager, my first ever relationship, that's when I talk about I was cheated on. Okay, we may say it's young love, whatever. And I did decide to stay. Because why? It's like, oh, your first relationship, man, you don't have experience, whatever. It's like, okay, whatever. Forgive. But then in my head, it's like, it's still there. So I don't see the point in us continuing the relationship because it's still in my head. It's not like I gave it a chance, but in my head, it's like, maybe that's what you're doing now. You said you're going out with friends. Maybe you're gonna find somebody and then it may happen again. So it's always in the head. So I would say from past experience, with that experience, I would say, you know, it doesn't make sense doing it. However, if you want to experience it and see how it's gonna go for you, then by all means do that.
Yeah. And it's a work in progress as well. If you're going to forgive him, it's a work in progress. You need to gain back his trust. I mean, he needs to gain back your trust, and or whoever cheated on whoever, vice versa. And yeah, you're going to have to try. It's going to be hard, but you have to try and work it out if you're going to stay in that relationship.
Yeah.
And you can't be so insecure with it. So you have to be a strong person as well. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. And I know somebody who was cheated on and they decided to stay together and work things out, and they're still together now. So I guess it worked for them. I don't know the thought process if it still comes up in their relationship, but they're still there. So I guess it works.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we have two more, Ginette, 7 and 8. So let's see if we can get that before the time runs out. So the next one is having a child before marriage okay?
Okay, yeah. I would say yes. Like, most definitely. I'm not married, I've got a child, so yeah, like this day and age, I don't see a problem with it at all, really.
If that's exactly.
But I mean, yeah, if that's your preference. But I mean, some people, they still believe in like no children before marriage and stuff. And if that's what you prefer, that's what you prefer, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, we have different people, you know, and people are allowed to do things based on how they feel, or well, obviously not, you know, the bad stuff, but they have a choice. So if they decide they want to be married before they have a child or children, that's them. If they decide like, oh, I'm dating this person, he's my long-term partner, she's my long-term partner, and I want to have a child by them, then all means. If you're new in the relationship and accident happen and you get pregnant, by all means, you live with it and you deal with it and you go forward with it. So my answer, it is okay.
Yeah, I would say the same. Okay, and this one, thoughts on dating someone with a child or children? Donessa, I want to know your thoughts on this one.
Well, I think you know it already. Because I think we talk about that. I don't know if it's on podcast or in person.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, to be honest, I don't want to date someone that has a child or children. Yeah, I just feel like it's a lot. Not that I'm being selfish, but to me, I cannot deal with the baby mama drama and the daddy drama, and then you having to deal with this. And then I just feel like it's not for me. It's not for me, and I don't think I can deal with it. Would I say I won't date somebody just maybe for the experience and see, because not everybody is the same. We've been saying that for the longest. Not everybody is the same. So probably that person don't have the baby mama drama or baby daddy drama, or that person they're doing what they need to do. So there's nothing there in terms of bad blood. But me personally, going off the bat, I would say no, I wouldn't want to be in a situation like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you know what? My thought is like, there's hardly any men out there that don't have kids. This is like, oh my God.
Exactly.
Kids. It's like, yeah. No, I'm fine. Maybe because I've got a child already. So, but I'm okay. I'm okay with like if you've got kids as well. But my thing is, as long as you're looking after your children, you make sure you're looking after them and stuff, and we're all good. I don't mind with that baby mama drama. I don't need to have that kind of deal with that. And in some women, not all women are bitter, not all women are bitter. Some women are, they don't even want the man. They just like, as long as you're looking after your child and whatever, they may have their own man doing their own business or whatever, as long as you're looking after the child and stuff. But yeah, my thing is yeah, I would date a guy with kids, obviously. And yeah, my thing is that as long as he's looking after his children. That's the main
because
thing.
That would tell the kind of person he is. Because if you're not looking after his children, then what would you say for yours? If you have a child and then he's all lovey-dovey with your child but not taking care of his child, then what would happen if you bring a child for him? Then how is that going to work? Is he going to leave? Is he going to do the same thing if you guys don't work out? So it's like, that waters, I would rather not swim in that water. I don't know, it's just something about it, like I don't think, it's not like probably I like that person, but I just, when they have a child, that's just another thing to deal with on a whole. So that person, past significant other, probably could be nice and genuine and all of that. But when it comes to children, it's, I don't know, it's something else. It's just something else.
But I'm like, when it comes to kids, I'm like, I don't know, like I don't mind as long as like you're looking after your children. I like kids, but as long as so it doesn't faze me if he's got children. And I don't know. I just feel like it's okay.
Yeah, and I know I love children, so I think that aspect of things wouldn't even be a problem. It's just that I feel like there are a lot of things that you need to maneuver with that, especially if I have a child and then Andre have a child and Andre is giving his attention to my child, but then his child is not with him all the time, then that's a problem. And then the mother obviously wouldn't want the child to be with us all the time because the mother wants the child. So then these are different territories that you need to
I think it'll be like, if you feel like, if that's the case, like Andre's like, he's so attentive to my child, he's giving my child attention and whatever, but his child, I think as a woman, I would encourage him to like show that attention, the same attention you're giving to my child, give it to your own child.
Yeah, well, what if she don't want it? What if she don't want the child to come over? What if she don't want
the child? That's the thing, though. But then, what could you do?
Like, I would feel guilty because that's his child. I'm taking him away from his child, even if it's not my fault.
It's not. It's the women, and some women are like that. Some women, and that's probably why Andre is showing your child the attention, because he can't show his own child that attention. So with some women, you just have to leave them. That's where it's unfortunate for the child, you know. But some women they're spiteful like that. But you know, for the guy, he's probably feel that, oh, he can't do that with his own child, so he's showing that, and that's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like, okay, you know what, it is not for me. I would rather not be in that situation. I don't know what the future holds, but I would rather stay clear from that situation. So you know what? You know, I like this, right? When we're on opposite paths.
Yes, yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah, I like this. We could talk forever on this one. But thoughts on dating someone with a child. My thought is, okay, that's fine for me.
And I'm new. Stay clear. But that's that. Oh my gosh, probably we may have a part 3, Ginette, in this.
I'm telling you, yes, this is good. This is good.
So that is the end. We have less than a minute.
Oh wow, that went really quick. So guys, once again, thank you for joining us. Get interactive in the comment section below. Follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yep. And I hope you're having a blessed 2023 so far.
Yes. Until next time, guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.